The Christmas tree is one of the most symbolic representations of Christmas, alongside Christmas wreaths, holly and mistletoe. But what are the origins of these decorations? Whilst the use of evergreens as part of Christmas celebrations goes back hundreds of years, the practice of using evergreens as part of divine symbolism goes back thousands, which predates Christianity, to both Egyptian and Roman civilization, as well as early pagan traditions throughout Europe. In ancient Egypt, palms were used as decorations for the worship of the sun god Ra, whilst in Rome, laurel wreaths were commonly used to symbolize conquest and divinity, alongside other evergreens such as from fir trees to symbolize worship of particular gods. In pagan Europe around the same time, plants such as mistletoe, holly and ivy were used as pagan symbolism, and other evergreen plants were used to ward off evil spirits, and were left on doors to do so, and also bring good luck, as with holly and ivy. There are many mythological accounts as to when these traditions were transformed into Christian traditions. However, the most clearly demonstrated is the origin of the Christmas tree as a decoration and symbol for Christmas, which began in the early 16th century in Germany, from a night in which the religious reformer and founder of the Protestant Reformation, Martin Luther, was walking through a forest on his way home preparing a sermon while he was walking. When he looked up and noticed the night sky filled with stars through the trees which towered above him, this reminded him of the Star of Bethlehem, which guided the three wise men, and therefore felt inspired to replicate this experience by having a tree in his house to be adorned with lights, which would represent the night sky he saw that night, which reflected the divinity of Christ's light shining onto the world. This tradition would then be born, with many German families deciding to copy this religious ceremony, which would continue for hundreds of years. The trees would eventually be adorned with gingerbread, fruit and nuts, as well as candles, and became a widespread part of German Christmas celebration. Whilst in England at this time, mistletoe and holly had already become continued representations of the divine, now as Christmas decorations, it was not until the Victorian era that the use of Christmas trees would spread to Britain. Whilst the earlier Georgian kings would celebrate with trees, Victoria and Albert's popularity, and a portrait in 1848 alongside a decorated tree, is what prompted the public to partake in this tradition, which followed on from popularising Christmas as from publications like Dickens' A Christmas Carol a few years earlier. From this point onward, the Christmas tree remained an iconic and classical representation of the celebration. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to be updated with new videos.